Tommy, I'll start with you. None of you guys are Illinois guys, but this is the big rivalry game. Do you feel like you have as much a sense of it as the guys who are from this area and kind of grew up with it?
I think having been here for a few years now, I understand that it's an important game. And, a lot of my teammates are local guys, but I think we have a lot to play for no matter what color jersey the other team's wearing. When you think about our seniors, last game of the season, playing for a great bowl. So we've got every motivation we need, and we're going to attack the preparation. But, yeah, it's a big game.
Nate, you've really stepped up this season. I know you've had good seasons in the past, but can you explain your development this year? What is different?
Yeah, I'm just out there having fun. Just having more fun than I ever had playing this game. I've improved in the off season, obviously with my technique, and then getting stronger physically, and then a lot of credit goes to the whole defense, especially those guys up front. They're allowing the linebackers and the back seven to play more free, and you can see that on Saturday. So making plays is easier when those guys up there are playing as hard as they are. So,
guys, I'm doing a piece on Alex Spanos. What is he yelling to you guys during the game? Anybody who wants to handle this?
Yeah, me personally, me and Alex played the same position as me, and when he played his ball at Robert Morris, and so I can hear him yelling from the sideline when I'm on the opposite side of the field. He says something like, "I see this through your eye," or like, "I see this play about to happen," like towards you. He just screams random stuff to me all the time, and his energy is contagious. Throughout the program, not just our team, just the program, everybody around him. In academic services, someone was just asking me about him. Just his energy is contagious, and we love him to death. So
You kind of try to think of what's he screaming? Like as a former linebacker, he sees a play coming.
Right, yeah, because he always tells me like what he read when he was at Robert Morris and playing the position. So he's like. He just tells me he sees the game happening through my eyes because he was in my shoes in his career.
Help on this. What is he yelling to get you guys pumped?
From what I hear, I just think he's screaming. Just he's just saying whatever. But yeah, he's just trying to bring some energy. So sometimes he'll say something funny, to lift the mood. But like he'll say stuff like Nate was saying, like he played linebacker and like just remind you to play physical, and it's just a little bit of everything. He always seems to say the right thing in every situation. So he mixes it up for sure.
Yes, definitely. Especially me. I don't necessarily like the cold. So when I see him out there, I'm like, this guy's crazy. But from a standpoint of what he's saying, he's just really getting he's very passionate about what he's doing. He's always getting the younger guys in the juice squad, juiced up, saying do it again or some other chant cheering on the defense. And he just brings a ton of energy to the program, and you can see it on the field and in the weight room.
Yeah, it's like, you ever seen that Shia LaBeouf video? Just do it, just do it. It's like if you put anchor arms on Shia LaBeouf and kept up the energy, that's sort of what you got with Coach Spanos. And one other thing with that is it's not just this act that he puts on game day. That's who he is all the time. It's genuine. There's a fire inside of him. It's pretty cool.
This is for anybody. Just in general, if you guys win out, you get to 10 wins for the second time in 3 years. What would that mean for this program?
Well, first off, it would mean a lot to our seniors to be, one of the only teams to do that is a special thing. Just to look back on your football career, your time here at Northwestern, and to be able to say you were one of the teams to do something that's rarely done here. Especially us younger guys, we're focused on doing that for the guys that are headed out this year. So.
And also, where do you see the biggest improvement from where you guys were at 2 and 3 to now being on the win streak?
What I see is just the energy level, and people are having a lot of fun now. It seems like everybody's playing together. I don't see anybody pointing fingers or anything like that. It's just we're out there having a good time and just playing football. And when we're doing that, it seems like we're doing pretty well. So that's where I see the biggest shift, and definitely the energy level too, all the time in practice, meetings, and obviously during the game.
Along with what Nate said, it's fun when they make a pick, make a big play. We get so excited, the offense, get on their hats as they come off the field with the confidence that we're going to, in turn, make a big play too. And so, like you said, everyone's playing together. I think it's an attitude. Up front, we've seen improvement because we've had this attitude that we're going to finish every play, that we're going to do our job and do it to the best of our ability. And with that, I think we've been able to raise our standard every week, knowing that, all right, we improved a little bit in the Maryland game, but that's not good enough. What's the next step that we have to take? So continuous improvement and not getting bored with that. I think that's it. We've been having a lot of fun doing it.
For Brett, Fitz was just saying that you didn't practice going to the game, but he said there was no way you basically weren't going to be playing on senior day in your last game. What was it like, the game, just generally?
Well, I mean, just going off that, I guess adrenaline just kicks in on game day, and you just get ready to go regardless of how you're feeling. I mean, for me, it's not really like senior day that got me going. It's just we're playing, like Minnesota was a big game. We're playing in the Big Ten. Every game is very important. So I just wanted to go out there and try to help my team out. That's it.
Sticking on the senior subject, though, Godwin, Kyle, what have they meant to defense in the backfield this year?
Yeah, I mean they're great leaders on our team and great playmakers. Those are guys that I think a lot of offenses fear, and they're going to make you pay if you make a mistake. So I'm just glad they're on our team. They're great players and great guys. I mean, they help with the chemistry as well on our team. So they're just great people to have in our program.
Tommy, speaking of fun, that was offensive lineman weather on Saturday. It was an offensive lineman game plan on Saturday. Can you explain to people just how much fun that is for guys on your unit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, on Monday, we were already looking at the forecast, and we knew then, last Monday, it's like, we're going to run the ball this week. Because, offensive line, when you hear power inside zone, it's like that's what you want because, the Big Ten, it's a ground game, and the guys we have behind us, it's great. I've said it before. We know if we do our jobs, they're going to make someone miss, and it's fun watching the tape, seeing what Jeremy and Justin do to guys. And then, we just love embracing the elements. It's kind of like when you first fell in love with football. It was probably one of those games for me, 5th, 6th grade, rain's pouring down. We all jump in the puddle after the win. And then you walk out there, no sleeves. Linemen don't wear sleeves. Coach Spanos doesn't wear sleeves. And you just have this mentality that, we're here to work, and we're be able to handle whatever comes our way.
Jeremy, you're nodding your head. Do you agree with all that? Did you have that much fun, too?
Yes, definitely. Especially when you see a forecast of a lot of rain and wind, it's going to be put in the running back's hands, I guess. So whenever we get the chance to get the ball, we take full. We really take that. We take that to heart. That this is our chance to make a play or do whatever it is to contribute.
No, because Nate, Coach Fitz just talking about your play on Monday or Saturday goes, you were kind of a garbage man. The sack, it was scheme sacks, and the interception was a tip. But then he went on to say that he played with a guy who was a great garbage man, Barry Gardner. So, your reaction to that, I guess.
Did Barry Garden go to the NFL?
Yeah, he went.
It was affectionate.
Yeah, whatever.
Doing your job?
Yeah, just doing my job out there. But again, credit to the guys up front that made everything possible. the fumble recovery doesn't happen without a forced fumble. Sacks don't happen without, 4 or 5 guys rushing along with me. So, yeah, credit to those guys. I mean, I guess I'm okay with being a garbage man for the rest of my career if that means, accolades, I guess. I don't know.
Jeremy, when you were being recruited, Justin had already become a big factor here. How aware were you of him? And now that he's on the brink of maybe finishing as the 3rd all-time rushing leader in the Big Ten, how will you look back on your time playing with him and also playing as his backup?
From the beginning, I was well aware of who he was and what he was doing. I guess when I got here was really how aware I came of how good he actually was, and just seeing what he does and the work that he puts in to get to where he is and how he does his just how his game is, I guess. So from that standpoint, I was really aware of. And then just looking back, I don't know. That's kind of like a tough question because it's like I look back in the future. When I look back in the past, I should be able to say I was close to coming, because I don't think anyone will be able to touch those records that he has up there because it's phenomenal what he's done so far.
For any of you guys, playing Illinois, a very young team, but they've lost 9 in a row. What have you seen from them on tape, and what's sort of the mindset about this opponent?
It's a rivalry game. Illinois is a good team. They play hard, and they're going to fight through 4 quarters. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out there and fight like we have been the past. How many weeks we played? 11. They fight hard and they have some talented guys. They have guys that can make plays, and so we just have to counteract that with our play.
You can never, a Big Ten football game, these are Big Ten football players, so we absolutely respect the guys that are across from us. A lot of them we played against last year. We got Fadi's brother, great guy. But it used to be the brothers clashing. But no, they have a lot of great players, and again, we know we're going to get their best shot. They're going to get our best shot because it's the game we're playing that day.
Jeremy, do you have any story you'd like to tell about Justin, or just like a vibe about how much he means to the room and what he does for you guys, stuff that we can't see?
I have to think about that one. I don't know, not off the top of my head. I can't think of anything. It's just. It depends on the day. I mean, like most days he's chill, and then most days he is trying to get his best out of us. Whether if he's not practicing or he's practicing, if he's being a bigger role or whatever it is, he's always like trying to get us going, I guess. And you definitely see it on game day. He's always in a different type of mood where he's like ready to go, fired up, ready to go. And it's like even in workouts in the summer, he seems like he's calm throughout the day, but once it's time to work, his intensity goes up, I guess.
And is it also like just the example he sets, like also academically? I mean, is that something that you guys take note of?
Yes, because I think he's like a major in minors, in French or something like that. So, I mean, for me, yeah, econ major, French minor, ridiculous. Not me at all.
Did you want a funny story about Justin? I was his roommate the first 2 years, so I have some funny stories. It's a quick one. I walked in to our room. We lived in Bob, just like the party dorm, so it's always loud. So I walk in there. I lay on my bed, and I'm thinking I'm in there alone. And I'm laying there for like 45 minutes. And like I see some movement in his bed, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, so I look over there, and it's Justin. Our room is, like, I like to keep the room cold. This is probably like between 65 and 70 degrees in there. And he has a wool hat on, like down to like right to his eyebrows. The cover pulled up to his mouth, so the only thing showing is his nose. His headphones on, and so I tap him. Well, I took a Snapchat of him first, and then I tapped him, and he just like whips up. He's like, "Bro, don't ever do that again. But yeah, that's just Justin's. He's a fun guy to be around. Period. He's just a joy to have on the football team, and then to be his roommate for 2 years was just amazing. So he's
such a good roommate, you wouldn't turn the heat up. He wants it.
Yeah, no. He was every time he was because he would watch TV too. Like when I was trying to sleep, and he'd be laughing like really loud. He would watch The Office every night, and then I would have to tell him to be quiet, and he would be quiet. So he was a good roommate. As long as I can sleep, I'm good. Yeah.
I can throw in it too. I might have actually said this last time I was up here, but so long as we're telling Justin stories, on our official visit back in 2013, Clayton, Justin, and I were hanging out in the hotel, and we found a newspaper, and there's this full-page story about Justin Jackson, Gatorade Player of the Year, and Clayton and I are laughing about it. Oh, Justin Jackson, big time, and he's like, I don't care about any of that stuff. I just wanted to win a state championship, and I think that shows as cool as the individual accolades he's attained are, he's a team guy. He cares about the success of our team, and that same attitude he had with the high school, Glenbard North, he has brought here. He cares about the success of our team.
Fitz said a moment ago that his favorite holiday movie is Home Alone. I was wondering what your guys' favorite holiday movies are, and if any of you agree with him about that.
As funny as Home Alone is, there's a few. I was born on Christmas. I love Christmas. There's a movie called Jacques Noel that looks at the small temporary armistice between the German and French lines, World War I, how they kind of got together for Christmas Day. There's some bagpipes. It's a really cool scene. I think they were reprimanded after that. That was illegal. But other one for me, the officers that allowed this little Christmas party in the middle of a war. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, either that or the Nativity. I think that shows the real reason behind this Christmas season. I'm a Christian. That's the most important thing to me. And I think that's just a story that never gets old.
Yeah, I just like A Christmas Story, the one with the lamp. Yeah, that's just a classic.
I don't have one.
Well, I'd have to go with Christmas Story. Yeah, I can. Yeah, you'll shoot.
Red Ryder.
You'll shoot your eye out. Yeah.
I want to.
All right.
Anything else?
Wonderful life.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Oh wait, no.
College football in Northwestern Wildcats.
Do you
Or
feel like
Christmas.
a freshman at this point in the season?
At times, but not mostly. No, not when it comes to like football. I guess like just some of the things I do are still kind of silly as like a freshman. But no, I did come up with a movie. My favorite Christmas movie is Elf. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Yeah, Elf with Will Ferrell. Yeah.